What's up, y'all? Closed out the old birthday. Officially 47. Shout out to my husband who got me a little cake. You know, I have to scribble out my government name. I could be putting out government name on these internet streets like that. But, yes. The only sad part about today is I did not get to smell those roses. I guess I'll smell them tomorrow. Wake up and smell the roses. I was really tired today. I ran today on the treadmill today at the gym. I don't know why. You know your birthday, you have to feel like you gotta push yourself to the limit. So I did that and man, I'm tired. I didn't even do much today at all. But I'm dragging. I'm dragging for real. I don't know. And then I'm getting older. And I'm just kind of I'm so blessed to see another year for sure. But all the stuff that goes in the birthdays. And shout out to everybody that wished me happy birthday. Love you guys so much. Shout out to everybody that did things for me, just thought of me, sent me things, came to see me, whatever, everything. I greatly, greatly appreciate it. But now I'm old, I'll be it's time for bed. Is it 6 o'clock yet? I would love to go to bed. I'm so tired, but yeah, I don't know. And I think because I have this trip coming up, I'm kind of ugh. But, yeah. Hopefully I'll get some rest and tomorrow I'll feel younger than what I turned today. Because today, I feel like I'm 47. Even though I was in the gym doing my thizzle, but I was tired. And then I came home and did my hair and stuff, so maybe that's what wore me out too. But I was really tired. But I'm making it, y'all. I'm making it. Another year around the sun. Other than that, y'all, that's all I did today. Just went to the gym and got wished happy birthday. Yeah, just chilled. It's a nice chill day. My mom is out of town right now. She got her luggage lost. I told her, dude, I'm not trying to hate on United, man, but United, man, do not. They have been the people that have lost my luggage every time. Would not recommend. 2 out of 10 stars. But yeah, that's about it. My mom's out of town though. So, she made it safely. Other than that, she's in good spirits still. Because losing your luggage sucks. But anyway, let's get into this news. President Biden is considering a series of proposals to reform the Supreme Court. I hate when people wait to the end of their term to do stuff. Dude. New homes will continue to get smaller, according to a new survey. Okay. Laura Trump on the attempt on her dad. There's no doubt that Saturday was one of the most frightening moments of my father-in-law's life. Was it, Laura? Nikki Haley endorsed former President Trump for president. Yeah. Madeline Brame, a New York mother whose son was unalived, gave an impassioned speech at the RNC condemning soft on crime prosecutors. They had everybody there at that RNC. Who is Usha Vance? That's his wife. That's who Usha is. Florida Senator Mark Rubio says at the RNC that Republicans must fight not with violence or destruction, but with our voices and our votes. Mark, you didn't even get picked for VP. They thought that he was going to be the one. Project 2025 would overhaul the U.S. tax system. Here's how it can impact you. Does that mean the IRS? I'm just saying. Let's see what else we could do. How TMJ's out-of-pocket costs drive patients into a bottomless pit of death. I know that's right. Then dentists be tripping with you. Texas man who sought DNA testing to prove his innocence slated for unalivement in 1998, and they did a stay of execution. Maybe he might overcome it. Scientists discover underground cave on the moon. We said that yesterday. I hate when y'all make me read what I just read yesterday. Ron DeSantis took the stage. This is always going to be this RNC crap. Amazon Prime Day is here, and it is especially a dangerous time for Walmart warehouse workers. Y'all about to go crazy with them orders. I would order something during Prime Week. They better get my stuff here. The RNC crowd roars as Donald Trump still has his right ear bandaged. A lot of people are wearing bandages in support of the Don. The best U.S. hospitals for cancer care, diabetes, and other are on this list on CBS.com if you want to go find out. Police dogs in Ecuador helped find more than 6 tons of cocaine hidden in a banana shipment headed to Germany. Officials announced this week, making it yet another major seizure of drugs concealed alongside the tropical fruit. Missy Elliott lyrics blasted off into space as NASA transmitted her song, The Rain, 158 million miles from Earth to Venus. I can't stand the rain. Me, I'm super fly. What does the aliens think about that? A man wearing a ski mask near Milwaukee's Spitzer Forum was stopped by Capitol Police officers and Homeland Security investigators who were surveilling the RNC. They said somebody else was up there trying to do something. Apple just released a preview of iOS 18. Here's what's new. Go to CBS to find that out. Joe Jellybean Bryant, a former Philadelphia 76ers and LaSalle University basketball great and father of late NBA legend Kobe Bryant, has passed away at the age of 69. A lot of people was coming for Vanessa's little message about him. I was kind of like, yeah, it could have been nicer, but I get they weren't close, but she should have just said, my condolences. she added a little flair, like, even though we wasn't close, you know. Like, it's just like, girl. Tech mogul Elon Musk announced Tuesday that he would be moving the headquarters of both his social media companies to Texas. He's been saying that forever. Powerful storms are moving across the south and east coast while millions of Americans are under heat alerts from scorching temperatures. J.D. Vance could be the first vice president with facial hair. Ah! Like, the stuff that people come up with is funny. It's really going to be all about the RNC and all about the attempt, guys. That's all that we got to talk about. The U.S. imposed sanctions on a group of Mexican accountants and firms allegedly linked to timeshare fraud being run by a notorious drug cartel. They sanctioned them, but they can't really do much for them. But imagine getting in a timeshare ran by the cartel. Y'all better be thinking about that when you're down there in Mexico signing up for them timeshares. Who is Nadine Mendez, Senator Bob Mendez's wife, who is at the center of the bribery trial? Somebody that got some money, clearly. Climate change is making days longer as the melting glaciers and polar ice sheets causes the water to move closer to the equator, fattening the planet and slowing its rotation. Don't say flattening, because if y'all say the Earth is getting flatter, the people gonna go into orbit for real. I like long days, actually. More than 2,000 human skeletons dating back to 1,000 years in a garden of a hotel. Ingrid Andrea said she was drunk going into rehab. Hold on, we're doing what they do again. Anyway, Ingrid says she was drunk going to rehab after a national anthem at the MLB Home Run Derby. I guess she sung really horrible. A news live stream shows hundreds of rattlesnakes, many of them pregnant, congregating at the Mega Den in Colorado. Yeah. My mom's in Colorado right now. Hope she don't run across one of them pregnant rattlesnakes. Social Security recipients must update their online accounts now. I've been seeing that email, and I'm like, I don't like how y'all doing that. You know there's so many scammers out here? 6 people reportedly, including 4 U.S. nationals, found unalived inside of a luxury Bangkok hotel are said to have been foaming at the mouth. They say it's possibly a poisoning happened over there. Southwest Airlines offers Amazon Prime Day deals. Y'all want a flight? Flash floods, high winds, and heavy rain brought by a series of storms have devastated eastern Afghanistan, unaliving at least 40 people and causing widespread destruction, according to officials and aid workers. Colombia's Soccer Federation president and son are facing battery charges for getting arrested when fans stormed the gates of Miami's Hard Rock Hotel. Amber Rose did Donald Trump's thing. Tornadoes in Chicago. A pew-pew attack at a mosque in Oman left 6 people unalived and others wounded, the country's state-run news agency said. FBI agents detained Denver Broncos Hall of Fame running back Terrell Davis over the weekend after an incident that happened during a commercial plane flight. The U.S. Coast Guard came to rescue of Barstool Sports founder Dave Portnoy after his boat lost power off of Nantucket. Alright, y'all. 14 Japanese high school students were taken to a hospital on Tuesday after eating super spicy potato chips. These kids keep eating these. I mean, we had Flamin' Hot Cheetos when I was coming up, but at the attempt of making them spicier, wow. I don't know if I liked anything on here. Yeah, I didn't. It wasn't nothing. I really wasn't on social media like that today. So this might be kind of a short one. Rep. Matt Gaetz heckles McCarthy at RNC, gets checked and called an a-hole. Whoa. Drake takes another L and this one's wet. Excuse me. There's flooding in his Toronto mansion. Megan Thee Stallion drops hot girl merch. It's on Prime if you want to buy it. Joe Biden says black jobs include presidency and vice president. How you like that, Trump? Johnny Depp and Will Smith hanging in Italy. International bromance continues. What a duo. Joe Manganiello. Sofia Vergara's kids claim it's BS. Didn't divorce her over that. Rudy Giuliani takes RNC tumble down goes the mayor. Did he get some hair dye in his eye? Patrick Mahomes' third baby will be my last. I'm done. Pat, how do you dictate that? You young. Are you getting a vasectomy or what? I mean, you're rich enough to have 10 kids. Donald Trump, they saying he's a martyr. He's a martyr after that. Savannah Chrisley set to blast DOJ in RNC speech after parents' conviction. You know Trump gonna let the Chrisleys out of jail. Jonathan Majors says, of course he'll propose to Meghan. Don't do it, Meghan. You need a little more time to heal. Please don't get married again that fast. The Lady of Rage, I am Miss Cleo. Call me now. Is she Miss Cleo for real? MMA's Renner Gracie, my safe rap safer than a chokehold. I'm teaching it to the police. He's teaching the police a new, safer way to do a chokehold. A homeless man was unalived by cops outside of the venue at the RNC. Donald Trump alleged Iranian attempt plot. USSS had intel before the rally attempts. Roseanne Barr, my anthem still number one. Train wreck, back off. Ingrid, she said she want her national anthem to be the worst one. Ex-Secret Service agent defends female agents after Trump shooting. Man, those ladies was terrible though. Paige Van Zandt rocks bikini for power slap practice. She let her husband power slap her. Rob Lowe, Tom Cruise knocked me out back in the day when they were filming Outsiders. Donald Trump, Biden asked why I turned my head during the attempt. Twister director, climate change not in this story, no preaching to the choir. Are y'all gonna go see that? Because I'm not. Tenacious D, Kyle Gass, dropped by talent agency after Trump comments. King Charles and Queen Camilla were whisked away after a security scare. Jack Black cancels tour after Tenacious D bandmate rooted for another unalignment. Trump's doctor said the upper part of his ear was blown clean off, no surgery needed. Elon Musk pumps millions into political org backing Trump. Omarosa on Trump attempt won't sway black voters at all. Alright, y'all. Let's see what else is on here. Adele to take a big break from mucus to focus on her creative ventures. This was Vanessa Bryant's condolence message. What do y'all think about this? She said, sending our condolences upon hearing the news of my father-in-law passing. We hope things would have been different. See, that's the part she could have left out. Although the times we spent together were few, she could have left that out too. He was always sweet and nice to be around. Kobe loved him very much. Like, Vanessa, you should have literally just said, sending our condolences upon hearing about my father-in-law's passing. Kobe loved him very much. Honestly, I wouldn't even said that. I would just said, sending my condolences, our prayers go out to the family. But she just added a little bit too much spice in that. Just a little bit. Like, we didn't even need to know all that. I get it, but I don't. The band is gone now. Alright, y'all. Let's see what Reddit got going on. What swear word alternative do you use when you can't use a real one? So I don't really cuss at all. And it's not that I never have. It's just when I became a parent, I just stopped. When I first got out the military, I cussed a lot, which was funny because my best friend would tell me I have a potty mouth, and now who has the potty mouth? But I used to love to say mother fudge cake. You little biscuit, get your aspirin out of here before I kick you into outer space. My 8-year-old niece says, oh, crackers. My son says, oh, pumpkins. Somebody said, got dandruff. And some of it itches. Some of it itches? That's funny. Got dandruff? I don't know. I kind of like this. Somebody said, carp. Shut the front door. Shut the front door is old school. Oh, barnacles, fudge, Bob Saget, shiitake mushrooms, son of a biscuit, frack, oh, fudge, aw, biscuits, son of a sitch, no, bun of a sitch, cheese and rice, Jeezy crazy, son of a building block. What in the world? I know old school save ladies say, goodness gracious. What are some telltale signs that someone is a functioning alcoholic when they come to work smelling like a whole brewery? But they came to work, and when they go to the gym, which really cracks me up too. I never went to work drunk and never drank at work, but I knew how much time it would take for me to drink a 12-pack every night and still get a decent amount of sleep on my days off. If my eyes were open when I was drinking, I still paid my bills and kept my house clean. I was definitely functioning. Your hobby is drinking, you're either at work or you're drinking. Alcohol is how you spend your free time, or if you have family, you're working, doing only the required parenting or drinking. Everything's about drinking. They have rules about their drinking that prove they're not an alcoholic. Yeah, I quit every winter. As a functioning alcoholic, I go to work every day, don't drink on the top job, but when I'm off work, I'm drinking. Drinking is my hobby and the way I spend my free time. Terrible hobby, big dog. Their friends are never sure how bad they are, but they're trying to create a scale to decide. They often choose to drink alone rather in social settings, and they can consume large amounts of alcohol without showing obvious signs of intoxication. They smell like booze sweat, for sure. It comes out their pores. The whole street here is when a glass rice. Yeah, the recycling bin tell it always. That trash gonna tell it. I'm telling y'all. For real. Really. Straight vodka is their main drink. Men who are a paid companion, what has been your experiences? I met a diplomat when I was 24. She was in her early 30s. After one day, she offered to take me anywhere in the world because she had all these points she had to get rid of. I had 3 requests: somewhere warm, not a resort, not more than 10-hour flight. Oh, and I don't want to know where. We ended up traveling to Guatemala and El Salvador for a week, put up a diplomat housing. The money the U.S. government spends on keeping their diplomats happy is insane. I could tell she just wanted a companion while traveling. I was more than happy. Hey, that's cool. I don't know if that's what they meant by it, but I had a girl who wanted to hook up, but we lived 45 minutes apart. She would drive the 45 minutes to my apartment, and then leave me an ounce of marijuana, which in turn I sold to my friends. I could never figure out why she wanted to do with me so badly. She was good looking and could probably have anybody. Anyway, we're married now. Was a male or escort back in my early 20s. My best friend got me into it. Most of the time it was just your recent divorcee mom who lacked companionship and honestly needed attention to feel love. Date nights, cuddling, watching a movie, mutually agreed situations. Mostly it was just your middle-aged moms who just wanted to feel seen. It was sad because most of them were really great women who got mishandled in their prime and just wanted to feel that spark again. Some people just want someone to talk to and show interest in them physically and emotionally, even if it's fake. I did escort work as a side hustle for a bit, legal here where I'm from. I'm straight, so there wasn't a huge amount of work, maybe 3 to 6 bookings a month on average, mostly cuckolding, but occasionally a single woman or one coming into town for business. The amount of admin just fielding inquiries, 70% which were from guys, despite my clear ad, took a lot of time. It was pretty even mix of doing in-call bookings in an apartment for independent single women. I paid a room fee or out calls, going to hotels rooms and occasionally homes, in which case I usually tell a girlfriend the address I was going to and then text them after to confirm I arrived safely. For cuckolding stuff, I charge a voyeur fee on top of the usual if the husband wanted to watch. Wow. I had a few regular clients for that, but it was mostly people from out of town and usually felt like it was a special occasion for them. Having talked to a lot of females, workers, I feel like I got a better deal as a guy. Sure, there was a lot less work, but it was more interesting and varied and much less creeps than they have to deal with. The money was intoxicating. I was already dating a lot and sleeping with lots of women before I got into being an escort, so suddenly getting paid $400 to $500 an hour for doing what I was already doing was fantastic. The weirdest thing I did was some remote FinDom, financial domination, also the most lucrative. Also learned that I have a real talent for inventive nastiness and a great voice for giving orders. Okay, this is already long. Only other thing I'll add is that I'm not a crazy handsome guy or anything. I'm maybe a 7 with a slim tone body. The thing that enabled me to do the kind of work were my skills in communication, confidence, and making people feel comfortable and safe. What a resume, guys. He's just telling you, you could do it too. Alright, let's see what I liked. I didn't, like I said, I went on social media a lot today, so this might be really short, so let's go.
You know that the Earth is divided into 24 time zones, but why do they look so weird? You see, time starts at the prime meridian, Greenwich, or 0 UTC, Coordinated Universal Time. All zones east of Greenwich have positive offsets, while those to the west have negative offsets. So, when you were in Los Angeles, you were in the UTC -8 time zone. But if the time zones remained perfectly straight, there would be a number of inconveniences. For example, in Phoenix, one part of the city would be in UTC -7 and another in -8, creating a 1-hour difference and significant confusion. For this reason, it was decided to change the time zone boundaries based on the borders of countries and regions. The country with the largest number of time zones is France. Thanks to its numerous overseas departments, it covers 12 time zones. At the same time, a giant like China technically covers 5 time zones, but decided to use only one for the whole country. As a result, western cities like Kashgar are still dark at 10 a.m. You probably know that the Earth is divided.
I mean, this was some nerdy information, which I'm never going to remember, but also interesting.
Aretha Franklin found her husband in bed with her son. It was actually one of her sons that introduced Aretha to her second husband, actor Glenn Turman, in 1977. Turman was backstage at a charity event Franklin was performing informant at when her son spotted Glenn and told him how much his mother loved him. The boy introduced the two, and shortly after they began dating. Within a year, they were engaged and had an elaborate wedding at Aretha's father's church in April of '78. They were the perfect Hollywood relationship, the dashing, successful actor and the glamorous, successful singer. And if you look at pictures of Aretha in this era, she definitely had a glow. This was her fairy tale marriage. But just as one son brought the two together, another split the two after only 6 years of marriage. Yes, at the time, Franklin was living bi-coastal, Detroit in California. And one day, she took an early flight into California from Detroit. Honey, I'm home just to find her husband in bed with her 21-year-old son. Now, the long distance was already beginning to strain the marriage, but this here expedited all of that. She kicked both men out, separated from Glenn, followed by a divorce 2 years later. According to Irma Franklin, this failed marriage really pained Aretha. I mean, outside of trying to figure out how to manage a long-distance marriage and, of course, the entanglement that happened, there really was no issues within this marriage. It was, again, her fairy tale marriage. It doesn't help that by this time her father had also been in a coma for years after being shot. Baby had a lot going on. But Aretha and Glenn were able to rekindle their friendship. She actually sang the theme song on his hit show, A Different World, and he spent time with her in 2017 before her death. As far as the son, in 2003, he burnt down his mother's mansion in Michigan. And in 2010, he was attacked by 3 men at a Detroit gas station and required surgery to wire his jaw shut. Now, it's said that he suffered abnormalities, although that has never been confirmed because Aretha was very, very protective over this son specifically. Every family has trauma and mess, but the more I read about Aretha's, I need therapy. And if you made it this far, comment the bed emoji.
Y'all, I refuse to believe this Glenn Thurman story. I just don't know, but Aretha's life is just so crazy.
I just moved into these apartments today, and the window is gone, and I didn't know the window was gone until after the fact. Look at this, the window is gone, and I went and, told the leasing agent, and they're like, oh, we're going to put in a request. Well, guess what? I'm not going to be here tomorrow, so,
I'm like, I'm confused. Like, did they not show her that on the walkthrough, or did it happen before she moved in? I'm confused.
Bro, my son's father just came to pick him up, and I'm not gonna lie, I am embarrassed to say that I carried a child with this man. He's so fucking ugly. He got out that car looking the audacity. I couldn't even tell him what I need to tell him because I don't even want to be seen with your ass. Get the fuck home. Bro.
Some of y'all need to admit that some of y'all baby daddies is just, like, what was y'all thinking? I'm just saying. This fall just had me laughing and I just couldn't stop. I thought it was funny.
Put a finger down if you and your husband are in the army and your husband has an affair and then he decides to leave his 11-year marriage along with 2 children to be with his mistress. So after several months of being heartbroken and devastated, you decide to start dating yourself to help you with your grieving process. So you meet somebody and you're starting to date, and then your husband finds out about it and he gets very upset, and then he starts an investigation in the army to have you kicked out for adultery. So you endure several months of being under investigation for this potential adultery, and then it is time for the chain of command to gather all the evidence and decide whether or not they are in fact going to kick you out of the army. And then my commander is reviewing all of the evidence, and then he decides that he is not going to chapter me out of the army because him and I are in fact in a relationship.
Well, then you saved by the skin of your teeth, girl. You actually should hurry up and get out though, because yeah.
Just add pepper.
Alright, that's it, y'all. That is it for today. I don't know why I still have this on here. I was getting rid of them little stupid gnats. But, I've tried it all. But luckily where I moved, I don't have that problem. Anyway, oh man, I'm so tired. I feel like I'm 47 today. Y'all stay blessed. Y'all stay safe. Y'all are blessed going in, blessed coming out. I pray traveling mercies if you guys are going anywhere. I pray for any of your loved ones that's traveling. Just stay safe, y'all. Get some rest. Don't be like me, just on fumes for no reason. I'll be back tomorrow.